Airplanes are the safest form of transportation. 8 million people fly in an airplane from distances as close as Windsor to Las Vegas and as far as New York to France in one day. So because 8 million people travel by plane every day, pilots must be especially trained and know every aspect of their plane extremely well. Pilots are required to know things such as flight, their aircraft systems, how their engines operate, meteorology, their metal bending limits, and navigation to fly their plane as safely as possible. Recently, I went on a flight with a flight instructor named Mike White. He rented a small Cessna airplane, which is the most basic plane to fly. I got to taxi the plane to the runway and actually take the plane off and learn what it is like for a pilot every day. Here is some footage of what it is like for a pilot every day. However, before we even started the plane, the instructor was required to perform a pre-flight inspection of the aircraft using a checklist. Things like the flaps and ailerons were checked, as well as the amount of gas left in the plane. This is done before every flight to make sure that the plane will fly properly and not malfunction while in the air.
Alright, now keep me right down those white lines, alright?
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. As you can see from the side view of me flying, airplanes are actually not as difficult to fly as one may think. I will say though I was freaking out at first. It just requires small movements and some getting used to, although. You must also stay calm at all times, even when something sudden and confusing happens. Since this was my first time flying a plane, I did not do everything on the takeoff, but the fact that it was my first time taking off a plane, I think makes up for that. But all in all, flying the plane was a piece of cake once I got the hang of it, and it wasn't that hard. This is some of the video footage of me flying the plane over Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge, demonstrating the amazing scenery that a pilot will encounter daily. But while we're looking at the scenery, why don't we talk about what it takes to become a pilot? So if you want to become a pilot and see this amazing scenery, you must first get your private license, your instrument license, your commercial pilot license, and your airline transport license. And then you are eligible to fly maybe a small-end airline. You are then required to fly a certain amount of hours at each pilot's position, like co-pilot and captain, and work your way up to larger planes and eventually into the major airlines. Once you finally get into these major airlines, you will have to start from the bottom again and work your way back up. So obviously, becoming a commercial pilot will take many years, and the price is not cheap, ranging around $7,000 just for your private license, but the pay will definitely cheer you up. Once you reach the top of a major airline, your salary could be as high as $250,000 a year, giving a pilot more than enough money to buy whatever they feel like buying. Although a pilot must try to stay away from most substances because a pilot's health is taken extremely seriously, and if a pilot is not healthy, he or she may be fired. The conditions for pilots are very safe. The security of the pilot is taken very seriously, so the pilots are protected by a thick steel door that can withstand a grenade blast and is only opened by a pilot inside or by a keypad. However, the keypad can be disabled from the cockpit in case hijackers have found the code. The pilots are given meals from the flight crew and kept company by the pilot next to them. Plane crashes have occurred, so engineers have built in a black box that audio records everything going on in the cockpit. Black boxes are used so that if there is a plane crash, the search and rescue can find this black box and figure out what happened and fix the problem and any other planes with the same issue. All in all, being a pilot is a safe, well-paying job and will only become more and more popular as the years pass. Thanks for watching, and remember, a pilot's friend gets to fly for free.